they found their host family cheating. I'm not gonna. Hey y'all, welcome to the couch. So, this is the couch area in the dining room or the lounge. The place is not done up. Like my lounge right now, I have a TV on the floor, like I'm watching TV on the floor. So just know that it's still a working process. It's been 3 months of living in this apartment, slowly buying stuff for it, specifically the lounge. With my bed, I need to live out of my bedroom, so I feel like most of the stuff in there is sorted. But that's not the point of this video. So I got a DM, and for the sake of this au pair's security, for the sake of her personal business, I did ask permission to talk about this. So I want you guys to know this. But I got a DM from somebody who's saying that they found their host family cheating. I'm not gonna say which gender because this is the internet, and with a little digging, you can find out which gender, which who, which what. And so I'm just gonna say they found their host family cheating. What should they do? Now, let's say like you found your host family. Let's pretend it's either a girl or a guy. They walk in and they find their host family doing stuff with someone who is not married to them. How do you handle it? How do you move forward? How do you approach the situation? This is an interesting one because au pairs do live with host families, therefore stuff like this is bound to happen. Whether it's either an affair or like accidentally bump into someone. I don't think you should be bumping into someone in a public place half naked. But listen, when you live with people, things are bound to happen. And so with this one, I was like, because this is fresh out the DMs, I was thinking like, what would I do if I walk in and find, obviously you leave or you like, you know, you try disappear for the day or you get the kids out of that situation type of thing, but like, what's the next steps? So here's what I would do. I'm not saying everyone should do this. I'm just trying to start the conversation. I would first figure out if I have 3 months, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I have 3 months left and I'm going home or I'm going to a different family, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business and go about my day. I have 3 months left and I'm gonna just go to my next host family. Now, do you have a great relationship with the host family? Like it's either like, let's say the man is cheating. Do you have a great relationship with the mom? If the mom is cheating, do you have a great relationship with the dad? Because I always joke about this with my current host family. I always used to say to the host dad, because like he would joke and be like, or what would you do if I brought in like, or you walked in and like I had another woman here because my host mom's out of town or whatever. I always would joke to him and say, I would blow the whistle straight out the back. I would call her then and there and I would FaceTime her and be like, you need to come home? Or I would walk in and be like, so what are you doing? But that's because I have a good relationship with my host family and like I love them and I love my host mom and like I've been with them for so long type of thing. I see them as family here. So like that's a different thing. Now, if you have like just a normal acquaintance relationship, because like with some host families it's more mainly like you just here to do your job type of thing. And so I'm not saying it's right. I'm not condoning cheating. I'm just trying to figure out if you would, it's a tough one. If you're leaving in 3 months, you don't have a great relationship with your host family, and if this was me, I would drink my water, mind my business, and leave. I would legit drink my water, mind my business, and leave, because I don't want to be in the middle of it and be like, hey, you know, like telling meanwhile the wife knows, or like he's done this before, or the shadow was annoying me, or so many things. Now, if I have a good relationship with my whole family, I'm doing another here and like we're really cool and we find out, and let's say my host mom, I have a great relationship with either of them. I think the person who's cheated, I would like sit them down without the other party there and say like, hey, you put me in a tight position because I'm here every day and I love you and I love, you know, your spouse, but you have to tell her because like I live with you guys and I don't want to lose respect for both of you and say like, I'm giving you 30 days to tell them. I know, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm giving you 30 days because I'm just like, do you want to blow the whistle? Like, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, if I was in her shoes or his shoes, I would want to know. The sun is shining. Hold on, let me change my angle. I actually like this angle so much better. And I feel like if I'm still going to be there for another year and I feel like I have a good relationship with my host family and they know me, they know that this is not who I am, I would say, giving you 30 days, and I would say to the person she's saying like, I love you and I want the best and I would be here to help with the kids. I would be here to guide the kids because in reality, it's like none of your business. But at the same time, if you have a good relationship and you're like friends with the other party, I think it's wrong to watch them because it's like also you live in their house and you see the lovey-dovey, the anniversaries, the date nights, and so like you just like knowing very well that the other spouse is cheating on them, you know what I'm saying? I had to go on Reddit and I went to go look at other people's things, and some people, like this one girl was like, she bribed her host dad, I think. She bribed him and was like, if he pays her a certain amount of money, she's gonna keep her mouth shut. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with blackmailing. I mean, not bribe, blackmail. I don't agree with blackmailing. One person said it's not their business, they just kept going. But I'm saying that I don't know if I could keep going for 2 years. What would you guys do? Help me because I'm struggling with this. And I was like, this is a great conversation. But now that I'm on video and now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm like, I really don't know because it's a case by case. And I genuinely feel like it's one of those things where so many factors go into play. And I'm not saying hide the cheating at all. That's not even it. I'm just saying that because if you do rat out your employers and let's say, I do think there should always be honesty. Let's just start there. But you have to be honest at the risk of your family could legit be like, I want a rematch, you know? Or your host mom could be like, yeah, I know. And then the dad, let's say he was cheating, he's like, yeah, we no longer want this up here. So you go to rematch or you change host families, that whole thing. But I personally think this, and I'm not saying do this, but if I have 2 months, 1 month, 3 months, I'm just gonna go to another host family. I'm still gonna tell you that it's wrong and you should tell your spouse. I think the fact that you know is even gonna make them more nervous. And so if I'm leaving in 3 months, I'm gonna tell them, listen, tell your wife, I have 3 months left, but tell your wife because listen, even on your way out, you could be like, by the way, thanks for having me. Your spouse is cheating on you. But yeah, that's just painful because like those kids, you know, like if you're gonna stay and tell them, also be prepared to help extra with those kids because if they do decide to get divorced, chances are those kids are gonna need you now more than ever, you know? Yeah, I'm curious, what would you guys do? What's like a, I don't know, like, I obviously, when I gave advice to this person, I did it, like I asked a few questions, like as I said earlier, I asked, how's your relationship with them? Like, are they, you know, because there's so many factors. And like I said, with my host family, the one that I came with the longest, I always joke in front of both of them. I was like, I'm gonna tell straight away. I'm gonna tell you whether I have 1 month left, y'all, or 0 months. I'm gonna tell, even if I don't work with y'all and I meet y'all in the mall and one person's with the wrong person, I'm gonna tell y'all because I just think it's nonsense and I'm close to them and I know them and I know bits and pieces of their marriage, and so I'm gonna be like, sir, ma'am, you know, you said this one was the love of your life, so what are you doing with this one? But other than that, like there's one of my host families that I've had, I was like, I'm not close to them at all. It was strictly professional. If it happened there and in my last like month, I would have just left. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I would have just left, wish them luck, pray for them. Because we haven't built that relationship and they're a strictly work friend. But I'm dying. Please can you guys help me in the comment section, whether you're in a pay or not in a pay. If you were living with someone who you had a relationship with, whether you're living with an aunt or uncle or someone you were living with, if you catch the other person cheating, would you tell them? It's so funny because we just had a women's conference and this question was asked, and so now I'm like, oh, now that I'm thinking, it's like, yeah, it's like, it's things you don't think about as an au pair. Let's just put it that way. You don't think that doing everyday life with people, this could be a possibility. But let me know in the comment section. Hopefully the person, in fact, I'm gonna DM them and say, hey, look out at the comment section. Maybe there's something else that could help you. But relationship, no relationship, how much time you have left. Man, if you stay through this, just know that you're ready to help these kids. And that's my biggest thing. Like, my heart hurts for the kids because they didn't ask for this, and having their parents split up is gonna probably hurt. But yeah, and then I would do a whole lot of praying for them. Like, I would do a whole lot of praying for that couple, because whether they decide to stay or go, it's still gonna hurt those kids, and it'll be a hard season. Because even if they stay, they would have to work hard at building the trust again with the other spouse, and you have to live in the middle of that. Like, when there's tension between host parents, you can feel it. It is thick. But yeah, love you guys. Please don't leave me alone. Come into the comment section, let me know. Love y'all. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I have some good stuff coming along. I have some tea to share with y'all. Bye.